Developments tonight. Federal authorities now say the suspects were planning to behead police officers. The X-ray revealing the weapon. One taken down, another arrested. The hurricane growing at this hour, and in the middle of the country, the supercells overhead. Tornado threats from Denver to Kansas City at this hour. New evidence in the case of the family killed that fire set. Tonight, the new discovery on the door of the home. And breaking their silence, the Duggars of 19 kids and counting, talking for the first time about their accused son.
From ABC News World Headquarters, this is ABC World News Tonight with David Muir.
Good evening, and it's great to have you with us here on a Wednesday night. And we begin with those two horrific crashes today, both involving buses carrying passengers. The first out of eastern Pennsylvania, tourists on their way to Niagara Falls. A tractor trailer crossing the center of the highway, smashing right into the front of the bus. Tonight, at least 3 dead, 13 injured, several in critical condition. The windows of the bus shattered, authorities inside there searching for clues. And then late today, word of another deadly accident, this time Texas. Interstate 10 west of Houston. 1 bus, 2 tractor trailers, at least 2 killed, 30 injured. ABC's Lindsay Davis leads us off outside Scranton, Pennsylvania tonight.
A deadly day on America's highways. First, those images of that horrific scene in eastern Pennsylvania.
Tractor trailer versus bus. Multiple patients, possible multiple fatalities.
It was just havoc. There's people covered in blood and just mayhem everywhere.
The highway littered with debris and this mangled bus after a fatal crash that left 3 dead and 13 others injured. Traffic gridlocked for hours.
Because there was people saying, help, get me out of here. So me and another guy helped a few people down. One lady in specific, I remember, she was gushing blood.
Just after 10 a.m., a tractor trailer traveling southbound on I-380 skidded over the grassy median, slamming into a northbound driving tour bus. The impact so severe, it split the trailer in half, sending the cab flying off into nearby woods. The driver of the tractor trailer somehow managed to survive.
I just pray for the people, I pray for the families and the souls that were lost, man. It's a tragedy.
And those pictures of authorities combing through the tour bus, its windows shattered. The bus, full of Italian tourists, headed to Niagara Falls, some of them airlifted to nearby hospitals. And that similar scene playing out just outside of Houston, where 2 people were killed and 30 others injured in another crash this afternoon involving a passenger bus and 2 tractor trailers. The crash here in Pennsylvania closing these northbound lanes for the majority of the day. 4 people remain in critical condition, David.
Lindsay, thank you. We turn now to Boston tonight, and horrific details coming in about that alleged terror plot. What the suspect might have been planning before he was taken down. The suspect running toward police when they shot him dead. He had been under surveillance, and now we learn what they heard him saying. Allegedly talking about this weapon and describing his plot during a cell phone call just hours before this all unfolded. They say he was close to trying to pull this off and was likely inspired by ISIS. And ABC's Tom Yamas with the conversation intercepted.
Tonight, we're learning just how close Usama Rahim may have been to attacking, even beheading police officers here in Boston. Today in court, 25-year-old David Wright, Rahim's nephew, charged with conspiracy. The FBI says Wright aided Rahim, who was killed by officers yesterday in this Boston parking lot. Rahim allegedly lunging at members of an anti-terror task force with this military-style knife when they tried questioning him. According to the criminal complaint, Rahim told Wright about the knife in a cell phone conversation, allegedly saying, "I just got myself a nice little tool, good for carving." Wright later telling Rahim something was like thinking with your head on your chest, as both men laughed, a reference the FBI believes to beheading propaganda videos like the ones made by ISIS. The FBI tracking the men 24/7. They say yesterday, just 2 hours before he died, Rahim called Wright, telling him he was about to go after the boys in blue, calling them the easiest target. Agents listening in on the wiretaps felt the threat was imminent and confronted Rahim in the parking lot.
Is there anything you want people to know about your brother?
One of Rahim's brothers did not want to comment today, but yesterday another brother claimed Rahim was shot in the back while on a cell phone. In an effort to be transparent, police showed surveillance video of Rahim's deadly confrontation to about 24 civic and religious leaders, some who knew Rahim.
The individual was not on the cell phone. The individual was not shot in the back.
And David, tonight we now know why agents considered Rahim armed and dangerous. They say they intercepted a package sent to his home. They actually x-rayed it, and when they looked inside, there was that military knife. David?
Tom Yamas in Boston. Tom, thanks. We're watching two major weather headlines tonight, a hurricane growing and 10 million Americans from Denver to Kansas City under tornado threats. Tornado watches in at least 3 states now, flash flood watches in the plains. And look at this supercell in Stratford, North Dakota. Buckets of hail. The images coming in from Tennessee, just incredible. And we're also watching that hurricane I mentioned powering up tonight in the Pacific, headed towards some popular vacation spots. So let's get right to meteorologist Rob Marciano here, tracking the watches up right now.
Yeah, the tornado watch you spoke of, it is a big one. Take a look. It includes Denver, and it's up through 9 o'clock Mountain Time and through much of Wyoming, and the storms will continue to fire up along the Front Range. That's the threat zone tonight, and expands east towards Lincoln and Omaha, Nebraska. Kansas City getting hammered today with heavier rain. You're in it again tomorrow. Same storm zone for the 3rd day in a row. All right, let's talk about a different storm. Hurricane Blanca, a major storm, Category 4, for now, could become a 5 here in the next few hours, and then weakening somewhat, but a hurricane strike likely on Sunday for Cabo San Lucas.
But that is a beast right now. All right,
yes.
Rob, thanks. Now to new numbers tonight, and they are eye-opening when it comes to that anthrax scare. Many more samples sent out than first thought. The Pentagon sending out live anthrax by mistake, FedExed, from one base in Utah. At first, we were told to labs in 9 states. Well, tonight comes word, samples sent to nearly twice as many states, 17 now. Let's get right to ABC senior justice correspondent Pierre Thomas in Washington. And let me get this right, Pierre, 51 labs now instead of 18 as we first thought?
David, that's right. 51 laboratories, and that number could go even higher as the Pentagon looks at shipments dating back to 2006. Officials suspect that the irradiation process that was supposed to kill the live anthrax spores did not work. Today, Defense Department officials demonstrated how anthrax samples were shipped by FedEx. Vials of anthrax placed in sandwich bags, put in plastic containers, and then stored in boxes with dry ice and then sent on their way. Shipping, they insist, was safe, David.
Making the case that it was safe in the meantime, Pierre, how many people are now on antibiotics as a precaution?
So far, nobody is showing signs of infection. 31 people now protectively on antibiotics, 8 civilians and 23 DOD employees. Officials are confident there were not enough live spores in any specific shipment to make anyone sick, David.
All right, Pierre Thomas following this from the start. Pierre, thanks. Also tonight from Washington, a crucial new piece of evidence in the case of that family killed, their home set on fire. Investigators now focusing on this image right here, a footprint on a door to the home. They are also tonight searching for the family's cell phones that they say were taken from the home. ABC's Ryan Smith back on the case tonight.
Tonight, chilling new details about the quadruple homicide and fire at this D.C. mansion nearly 3 weeks ago. Police finding suggestions of forced entry to the home. ABC News has obtained this picture of a boot print on exterior French side doors. The door is broken near the lock and has a single broken window pane located next to a door latch, according to a search warrant. Now police trying to match that print to suspect Darren Wint or others, looking for shoes with similar tread patterns. As for the cars Wint and others were in when he was arrested, police searching them for clothing or shoes containing blood and duct tape or material to bind hands and feet. And more new clues in those search warrants indicating police are looking for other suspects. The cell phones of Savas and Amy Savopoulos and their housekeeper Vera Figueroa were all missing after the fire. Police believe the records from those phones could lead to the location and identification of persons who took the phones while committing the crimes.
And Ryan's with us now. Ryan, you reported extensively on the DNA picked up on the pizza. Has there been any other DNA uncovered?
Well, sources familiar with the case tell us that authorities have far more than just a pizza crust found at the scene to tie him to the crime. And they say they're trying to find a link between Wint's shoes and clothes and the victims, David.
All right, Ryan Smith tonight. Thank you. Overseas and to China this evening, new developments in the tragedy at sea, that ferry capsizing, and tonight a race against time. Last night, we showed you those rescuers tapping on the hull, listening inside for signs of life. Well, tonight, cutting into the hull, divers searching the wreckage, a risky operation, letting the oxygen escape, oxygen that could keep those survivors alive. As of tonight, 14 people rescued, but more than 400 still missing. For the first time this evening, we are now seeing the face of the young American woman killed by a lion in a wildlife park in South Africa. 29-year-old Catherine Chappelle from New York State, seen here just before leaving on the trip that would put her face to face with that lion. We have new details about the 66-year-old tour guide in that car, too, trying to save her.